certainly are living today.
We are
Nance.
living, we are warm, we are fuzzy, we are well fed, we are all the things.
All the things. And then what a way to start a Friday morning for us, a Monday morning for you if you're listening.
Yes, yes.
But what a way to end the week.
Absolutely.
And regular on-site with Live and Podcast, Vince Fusco, Nancy Timpano, out and about. Where are we today, Nancy?
We are in Wyatt Street in the city for the grand opening of the Little Pitico. We are so excited. And to all other businesses out there, especially small businesses that maybe can't afford to pay the price of radio advertising and
Bus
TV
stops and
or
outdoor
whatever,
creative.
call on us. We will spread the word of your business and it's going to be there for life. It's so fantastic to use for onboarding, to share your story, to engage with customers, to engage with clients, existing clients. It's such a good way.
It's such a good way. Like you said, it's authentic storytelling. You got new staff on board. Guys, you want to know more about us? Jump on and have a listen to the podcast. We'll tell you everything you need to know. New customers, new customers.
Oh, see?
Oh, my gosh. Wait a minute. How close are we? How close are we sitting today? Is it starting to be contagious, this tripping over our tongues? But today we are, like you said, celebrating the grand opening of Little Pitico here in Adelaide City. Inez and her mum, Aki, are behind this amazing little establishment. It's a beautiful story. So much so, Nancy. You can't, I don't know, if you're watching it, you might see all this writing on the wall behind me.
Oh, that does absolutely depict and tell us the story, which we are going to share with you between ourselves, and also we're going to get Ines and Ake on the episode to talk as well very, very soon. But Vince, you and I both know we are parents, right?
We are.
We're parents, and both of us very lucky to still have our mothers.
Mums around, dads around in some cases, understandably. But I think, to your point, it's a very privileged and blessed position to have.
It really is.
Your parents around.
Because when you're raising children, they say it takes a village.
Well, doesn't it just? They say that it takes a village. And it's quite an interesting conversation because we could pretty strongly say that in 2026, some of those villages are disappearing.
Yes.
The villages around families, the mums and dads, the aunties, the uncles, the cousins, and a lot of people still do it very well.
Yep.
But I think the day-to-day, just with society and the way that life moves at breakneck pace these days, we are missing some of these villages.
That's right. And we have mentioned time and time again that sometimes we say, oh, we love strangers. Sometimes it doesn't have to be blood. Sometimes it is just the community around you, or the one that shows up, the one that gathers around, that becomes your village.
Yeah.
They may not be blood related, but they may be closer to you in every other way.
Absolutely.
Than blood. So that is the story we're sharing today. It's because Ake, Ines's mum, grew up without a mother. So how did she learn to do all this authentic, burek, beautiful cooking? How did she learn without her mum? It was the village that she called upon, or she went and included herself. She learned. But you know what? I will shush. How about we hear from Ines herself?
Let's do that.
And let her tell us how the Little Pitico came about.
Here we go.
Okay, it's time, Vince. The time has come to share the story behind the Little Pitico and how it came about. We are sitting here with Ines, who has founded this beautiful little spot in the city with her mum, Aki. And Ines, welcome to Live and Podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for having us. Now, we're here to help share your story. Now, you've spoken through to us prior about your mum growing up without a mum. How did that come about?
So she was removed from care with her two sisters, one older, one younger, when she was 3 years old. And then she was taken to a city where I was born, in Banja Luka.
Wow. Wow. So she was literally on her own. Well, with her two sisters.
Pretty much, yeah. Back in Yugoslavia those days, they had a pretty good orphanage, and Mum always said that she was very well taken care of.
Thank goodness for that. That is a little bit of a positive.
Absolutely.
And it's one of those things, I guess, Inez, like it's such a origin story of a family, like you said, overcoming so many different challenges, cultural displacement, geographic displacement as well. Can you tell us a little bit about, I guess, then how you and your story links together with your mum's story and how you ended up here, and then what inspired the Little Pitico?
Well, I came to Australia in 1992 when the war broke out, and going back before that, I mean, how my mum even got to be a cook, you know, she got married. She had no idea how to cook at all. She had no idea. Like I said, back in those days, they kept them in, like she was in an orphanage. They didn't have to do much. You know, when she got married, had no idea. But in Bosnia, community is such a big thing. Like you are so close to your neighbours. You practically live in each other's pockets.
A village.
A village, pretty much, you know. And when she got married, she moved in obviously with my dad, and the women in that street, they took her in. They took her in so well. They loved her, and she just kept asking, can you teach me? They taught her. Originally, when she first made bread, she put that much yeast that the bread stuck to all four sides of the oven. So
it grew.
It grew. It definitely grew, all right. But over the years, she's become amazing. Like, my mum's known to be such an amazing cook, as so many Bosnian and women from Balkans are. They're just such amazing cooks.
Can I ask, is she still in touch with the people from the village? Or are they still around?
Some of them have died.
They've passed?
We were there a couple of years ago, and we still met everybody. But everybody's scattered now all over the world.
But how beautiful if they were to learn of this story. Like,
Absolutely.
you've opened up a store in the heart of the city. Like, you haven't gone in it by halves. You haven't gone in some little side street in, you know, the burbs. You are in the heart of the city. Like, this is huge, guys. Like, this,
I think this was meant to be.
You should be so proud.
I had a moment yesterday. I was driving, and I just felt like all this gratitude, and I started crying. Yeah. And I needed that 5 minutes. Yeah. And then I rocked up to my supplier, and he goes, aren't you opening tomorrow? I'm like, yeah. He goes, why are you so calm? I'm like, it's a skill you learn over time. Yeah. But yeah, it was good. It was such an overwhelming feeling, but such a good feeling. Yeah. I haven't felt that in a long time. Okay. But this place was meant to be.
Yeah, why? Why? How did you come about it?
Well, I decided to take a different road, make a change in doing things that I love. And I went online, and this one, like, it was, you know, one of those things where you feel like the universe just placed it for you. Yes. And everything with timing as well, like, all the delays were just right. Yes. You know, and like I said, you know, before, this couldn't have happened without a village of people. Yeah. Like, literally, I've had so much support. I have had so much support even online from people regarding the shop. It's just been overwhelming, because originally when we thought, okay, let's just open something small, we're going to do this together, and by the time people find out about us, will be months, and then we'll perfected it, you know? No. It just happens too quickly.
And we saw that Glam Adelaide shared your beautiful story, which is amazing. And so they should. What a story to share.
Absolutely. As you mentioned, your mum's an amazing cook, right? And so it's one of those things, it's written on the wall behind us here, this beautiful story, which we want to hear more from yourself. But so growing up without a mother, and you mentioned before a lot of Yugoslavian, Bosnian women, Burek women are very good cooks, right?
Amazing.
And of course, that's a big part of culture. So passing things down like recipe books, family recipes, specific meals, your mum didn't necessarily have that. No. So how did this come to be between you and her then? Tell us a bit about how you learned to cook and what that looked like.
Yeah, well, as a kid, when I was young, I always used to mix things together, random things, just to see how they look together.
A little scientist.
Yeah. And then I started to make cakes. I'm more inspired to make sweets than savoury. Yeah. So I started doing that. And then people started to like it. And then I had this reaction from people, and I was like, oh my God, this feels so nice. You know, when people try your food and they go, oh my God, this is so good. Yeah. It's such a beautiful feeling. And then life happened, you know, I just didn't end up going down that road. And now I had an opportunity to go back and spoke to Mum. Over the years, I never wanted to make pita. That was one thing I never wanted to do. I hated it.
Oh, you actually don't like it?
I like eating it, I just hated to do it. Yeah.
It's a pretty big process. Like I've been watching you all morning here,
I know.
And I'm amazed at how many times, the details, the processes that you have to do.
Doubled it over and stretched it out and doubled it again and stretched it.
We think it's so easy because we just get the end product.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's so complicated, and I had no idea until we started doing it. And she's like, you have to let it rest. I'm like, what do you mean?
I'm not impatient.
It's dope.
I don't get to rest.
There's 4 steps where it needs to rest. Yeah. So by the time it gets to rolling, it has to rest 4 times in 4 different settings.
Wow, I want to come back as a pitter.
Yeah,
I
so
need-
you are.
I need
I
to
know, I need
rest
to, actually.
4 times in the process.
But it tastes amazing,
Yeah.
you know, and there is nothing like it in Adelaide.
Yeah.
I can't say that there's no pita or burek in Adelaide. There's some amazing shops out there, but not the way we make it.
Yeah.
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 And not in the CBD.
No, definitely
Absolutely.
not. Definitely
Yeah.
not.
And that's the beauty of it. It's something like, yes, the process to get it to being made is a
Yeah.
process in itself. But for those working in the city, you just walk past, grab it, and out you
Grab
go.
it. Yeah, well-
like, that's so good for us.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd set up sort of a bit of a grab and go. Yes, there's chairs in here. People can sit and see what we're doing and things like that. But it's more set up for quick grab and go
Takeaways.
for things to be ready. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And I guess, like you mentioned before as well, that feedback when people try your food and then they give you that, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And I know that that's deep in most chefs, cooks, specifically, let's say, family culture as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So, for anyone who maybe has not tried pita before, let alone your pita, tell them what is it that you're hoping to achieve with Little Pita Co. Not only bringing burek and Balkan flavours and authentic burek food
Yeah.
to Adelaide, but what would you hope that people can take away from this experience?
Well, I want them to really experience our culture.
Yeah.
I want them to experience the warmth that comes with that, like the love that we actually put in it. I mean, there's such a process, you know. We are making it the way we make it for ourselves at home.
Yeah.
So that's why it takes
It's
so much time.
authentic. It's
so
made
authentic.
from love.
Correct.
It's like you are having a dinner party and you want the best for
Ex-
your
that's
guests.
exactly
You
what
want
it's
the
like.
best for every single customer is getting a little taste of that.
Yeah,
Well, it's
beautiful.
exactly like that. So every single end of every single thing, we chop it. We make sure that it's absolutely right. You know, so it's not too fatty, not too thick, not too this. It's every single piece is made with
Even
love.
when we said, like, can you jump on and have a chat? You're like, how long will it take? I've got some burek in the oven. I've got like X amount of minutes. You've got the timers going. Everything needs to be perfect. And I'm like, okay.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. It's so sensitive, you know. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
It can
the
go
temperature,
wrong
it can go
very
wrong so
easily.
quickly. And then
Yes.
you have to do it very fast. Things can't stay out for that long. It gets too, you can't work with it.
Okay, so just say someone comes through. Once you've made it, it's cooked. Can I freeze it? Once it's cooked? Like, no?
I mean, no, I wouldn't. It won't
wouldn't.
taste the same. I
It-
wouldn't do it, but
It's
it's,
the
still
texture,
really good
isn't
the
it?
next day.
Great the next day.
Yeah,
Okay,
great the next
so
day.
frozen can be frozen in terms of,
And is that's good. The texture, like you
the
said, the
tex-
texture's not going to be
yeah.
right because that pastry's so fine and then it's
Yeah.
rolled.
Correct.
When it freezes, you're going to just change
it's
the
like
whole
when you microwave a pastry.
ruined.
ruins
Chow chow.
I mean,
See
people
ya.
do make them and they do freeze them raw, and then you can cook them, and
Yes.
they taste really.
Yeah.
They still taste good, but not the standard we want here.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
why we're making everything fresh on
Love.
the day.
Love, 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 love. love.
Right, okay. So if someone came in and wanted a raw one to take home.
We haven't gotten to that yet, but we will.
But I
eventually.
like that because
Yeah.
once it leaves your premises, you don't know how it's going to end up. Therefore, it's going
Correct.
to be a reflection of
Correct.
you,
Correct.
even though they've cooked it at home. So I think stick with that. It's got to be
Correct.
your way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that was the idea. We've been asked that question.
Yeah.
And that was the reason me and Mum were like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to have the same quality, and then it's going to. What if some
Yeah.
guest comes and tries and goes, "Oh, this is not that."
I got
great.
this from Little Peter and it's not
Correct.
as
It's
good.
not
And
as
then,
good.
100% protect
Yeah.
protect your brand.
Correct.
Absolutely. I guess, like, so tell me, Inez, I know that I can see you're thinking about that timer
I was
over
going to
there.
tell her, Mama, pogle that bit.
I love
She's
it.
all over it. I love it. The mentioning like recipes and stuff. So these recipes that you are producing here, that you're making, these beautiful bureks, are they your mum's recipe that she has passed down to
Good
you?
question. No.
No.
Sorry.
Ooh, the
I
plot
know.
thickens. I love it.
I know. I've altered it. I've added to it. Now
Okay.
she likes it like that too,
Ah.
which is
Oh, I
good.
love it. The mentor, the teacher, and the
Correct.
student. The student is now the
Yes.
teacher.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's fantastic. It
No.
is.
But who's
Today's-
the boss? Who's the boss in here?
I'd like to say I am, but
Okay.
But you know that she's listening.
definitely there.
Inez, we are talking. I love that you mentioned it before as well about a village, right? Because today's topic for our episode here at the Little Pita Co.'s grand opening is it takes a village.
does take
Because
a
it does take a village, right?
Absolutely.
Whether you are a family, a parent, a friend, a team, whatever you are, right? It does take a village sometimes in life to succeed in these things.
100%. And that's what I've realized through this process. And that's why I felt so grateful yesterday. Like the gratitude of it, where I've realized all the support
Yes.
I actually have. And it's amazing. I mean, I would like to add, though, that my mum's biggest support in learning how to make this was her mother-in-law.
Okay.
So
Okay.
when she got married to
Yep.
my dad, because she didn't have a mum, the way she describes it is that God gave her her mother-in-law because she was like a mum to her. She's passed away now, but she lived with us and she was amazing.
Oh, wow.
Amazing
That is
lady.
not your typical mother-in-law story right
No,
there.
that's true.
No, but I
That is an in-law, not an outlaw.
I think
Sorry.
that's such a but again, it shows that absolute reflection of, like you said, God putting them in her life when
Correct.
what she needed most, right?
Absolutely.
So to have a
Timing.
mother figure, be that mother-in-law, or even if it was a stranger, a woman in the village who takes her under her wing,
Yep.
those figures can become so important. So it's even more special, I think, like you're saying, to have that
Absolutely.
it's your father's mother
Mum,
who
yeah.
then took her in and taught her these things and showed her that to then have you improve on it. I can't say that too loud, can I? To improve on it, or at least alter it a
I
little
know.
bit to your own
Yeah.
own taste. That's a really special thing. And you mentioned there as well, like the village, the support you've got. I mean, look, I know that we came to you through another mutual connection who sort of
Amazing.
recommended and referred, and then we started getting about. As soon as we had learnt about what you stood for, what you do, the story as well, like. We're strangers, but we're supporting in
Yeah.
that same way.
See
And
that,
I'm sure
yeah.
that it is the support of strangers that maybe does surprise you the most sometimes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
Like attracts like, because
Yeah.
as
That's
you
true.
said, we were brought together from Michelle connected us from Matessi
Matessi
and
and
Co. We both, love her product.
Absolutely.
But what I'm saying as well, through that, like attracts like. Somehow through you putting this business together in the final stages, okay, we are doing our longest table event. Somewhere in your day, excuse that delivery right now, but somewhere in your day, you even managed to donate to our longest table event. Unexpected, not expected at all. Like, we don't know each other.
No.
And this is where this village, this community,
Absolutely.
it shows up. And I may have overheard some stuff before that Vince and I just look at each other and go, yep. It's in times like this you realise who your village are, and they're not necessarily
the
blood.
people you expected to be
Yeah.
there.
Not necessarily. We say it time and time again, and maybe we think it's just us, but the more we talk to people, it happens everywhere.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you need to get that burek out of the oven? 'Cause I
Mama,
know
jesi izvadila pitu?
So hang on, is this...
Thank
Okay,
you very
boss, all right. Okay. So is this a stupid question? And we'll cut it out if it's that stupid. Are you speaking Serbian or Bosnian, or what are you
Same.
speaking? Is it the same? Exactly
Bosnian,
the
Serbian,
same?
Croatian, just a different dialect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. But so it's not the same then, because different
Well, it's
dialects in Italian.
Slightly different the way you might pronounce a word. The word exactly the same.
Right.
Right.
So
Whereas
you would
like
still completely understand it.
Kako si?
yeah.
Kako si?
It's about all I know.
Kako si, dobro?
Hvala, dobro,
Hvala.
dobro, no, dobro.
Živeli?
Burek? Živeli?
Živeli. I think Živeli is the only one I know from the
Of
Bosnian
course.
weddings I've done. Živeli, yes. Okay, so look, today is the grand opening. Our wish and prayer for your little Pitaco is that it is blessed with good fortune, good
Thank you.
people, good support. I'm distracted because I keep looking, the way I'm looking straight through
Yeah.
here, I'm watching your mum make it and
Yeah,
my
I know.
mouth is watering and
Okay.
I'm finding it very hard to
Well,
concentrate.
let me take over and look down the barrel and say, if you work in the city or visit the city,
Yeah.
do not go past the little Pitaco without jumping in here, grabbing something, supporting small business, supporting the story behind the business. Because without support, it's where businesses like this, you see down track that they collapse. And this is not going to happen to the little Pitaco. So we need your support, everyone. And this story will be on Spotify for life. You can share this with your new staff. You can say, hey, if you're not willing to come on board and share this kind of value, maybe you're not right.
Yeah, maybe not the one for us. But no, look, if you are in the city, like Nancy said, we're positioned here, 34 Wyatt Street, Adelaide. You can't miss it. Come on through. Little Pitaco, see Inez, see Arki, her mum, and the whole team here. They're all very busy right now preparing for this grand
Yes.
opening.
Can we have a chat with Arki, do you think?
Oh, we'll see if we can get her
We'll
away
see
from
if
that.
we can grab her. But also, if you think, oh, it's a city parking, ba-bow, because we have literally got a car park almost
next
two
door.
doors down. 2 doors down, there's a car park. no excuses.
Love it. Inez,
Love it.
thank you so much for having us here today for your grand opening of Little Pitaco. Thank you for sharing your story with us, and we love everything about it. We can't wait to enjoy more of the day.
How do you say good luck in your language?
Stratno.
Stratno.
Stratno. Thank you guys. Thank you so
Stratno,
much. Keep up
Stratno.
doing great work.
Oh, thank you. She's stepping out of her comfort zone. We are speaking of Aki, Ines' mum, who's jumped on and she was saying, my English isn't that good. English isn't that good, but I do have just one thing I want to say. So obviously through her learning the process of making pita, Aki just wanted to say one thing to those that were involved, her village. What did you want to say?
I say, thank you for everybody who come today and make the big
Opening?
celebration
Yeah.
and open this shop because I want to my daughter be so happy. I love you.
Oh,
Aki, it's a beautiful thing that you and Inez have done here. I think it's a beautiful celebration of your story.
Thank you so much.
It's a beautiful celebration of culture. It's a beautiful celebration of community.
Thank you so much.
God bless you. God bless the family and Little Pitaco.
Thank you.
Thank you for
thank
having
you
us
for
today.
bringing Little Pita to Adelaide City. We thank you.
You coming today.
I tell you, the plot thickens here because as we are learning more about this beautiful mother-daughter duo, there is someone missing in the mix today, and that's actually Ines' dad, who is from home wishing he was here, but he recently had a heart operation.
He did.
He's okay?
He's okay. He's doing really well, but it was a major heart surgery. And that's why we delayed our opening over and over again. We weren't sure when is he going to go in.
Yes.
And, yeah.
So
Inez,
today you're doing this
doing-
without.
that's right.
Without,
Without him.
Yeah, that's huge.
I was going to say before
Yeah.
I almost cut you off, Nan, sorry. I was going to say that you mentioned when we were chatting before as well, you said it's almost like the universe or God kept putting things like
That's exactly right.
those delays in place to make it perfect.
Absolutely.
So it almost feels like you said, you were sort of delaying the opening, not really
Yeah.
sure where it's going to land with dad's surgery and everything, but it sounds like it's worked out,
Oh,
obviously,
absolutely.
for the best for him and for the store and everything.
Oh, there's been so many roadblocks. I mean, I follow this little thing.
I'm here for it, Cher.
We're here, yeah.
I'm here. I'm here.
Sometimes you think something's bad for you, but it's actually good for you.
We'll see.
And
That's
only
what we
at
say.
the end,
We'll see.
you'll see.
Yes.
And then you find out, and then you're like, oh my God, there was protection, there was
Yes.
guidance, there was
Yes.
all of these things that were happening along the way, and then you're so grateful about it.
Yeah.
But so it's me and Mum, but I also got a 21-year-old daughter, Leia, who is also joining us to make this. She has a
Amazing.
full-time job. She's dropping to part-time. She wants to make pita.
Not your daughter, you're saying.
daughter.
Yeah.
Hang on. When you said 21, I'm looking at you and I'm like, hang on.
Thanks, bless.
But
Hang-
you're 24.
And I'm like, is this legal? What the actual? You've got
I'm
a
43, yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Okay, I'm going to start eating this burek on the daily because maybe that's what I'm missing. Maybe
I love it.
Botox,
a
really
21-year-old and an 8-year-old.
And an 8-year-old, yes.
What a gap!
Yeah, different relationship.
But how good are they? Like, wow, I want to know everything.
Well, I love that.
Wow, it's like a mini mum.
I was going to say, it sounds more like, again, like just continuing the family tradition as well. Like
Absolutely.
having your 21-year-old daughter involved, obviously your 8-year-old, maybe, hopefully
Oh,
one
you
day
should
we'll get
see
involved.
The 8-year-old has been from day one, not just with this, with her. We've got videos of her 3 years old and rolling away.
perfect.
She showed more interest than I did in this short life of hers. And
Wow.
my older daughter loves to cook as well.
Amazing, amazing. But as you can hear, the noise is getting louder. You know why? Because the doors are just about to open.
We're so
For the
excited.
very first time. Oh my God, I'm so happy to be here.
Inez, we're not going to keep you here at this desk. We'll
No.
let you get back behind there,
Thank you
prepare
so
everything.
much.
Doors are about to open for the grand opening of Little Pitaco here in Adelaide City. Let's celebrate.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow.
Nance, I haven't even eaten it yet.
No.
And again, I feel like my mouth has been salivating the whole time we've been sitting here this morning, enjoying the view of watching Aki, Inez, the whole team making this burek, watching the desserts. I'm looking at the dessert case. Can
Yeah.
I tell you? I don't know what we're eating for dinner tonight, but I think it's going to be pastry, guys.
Absolutely taking some of this. Huge will absolutely cherish every mouthful of this. But I've really got the warm and fuzzies in here, guys, today. I do say it often, but when you connect with people and hear their story, we did know the backstory, but today we're learning more and more. The layers are peeling away. It is such a beautiful story. To anyone out there who perhaps hasn't had, blood relations helping them, or they don't come from a big family and you rely on your network, on your village, wow, this is one of those stories.
And I love that. So we did say that today's topic is it takes a village, because it really does. So it really got me reflecting as we were preparing for today's episode, Nats, about the villages in our lives, right? So if I was to reflect, I mean, number one for me, it's family, right? My family is my village, and it's a big village. It's a very big village. It doesn't mean that everybody participates.
No.
Do you know what I mean? But those who are the constants, like you said, who show up. And I was thinking about the things in my life where I've really required a village. And I really do reflect probably more on my younger years, because I'm pretty independent. And as I got older, I don't know about you, but as I got older, I just definitely found myself either finding it easier to do things on my own.
Yes.
Sometimes to my own detriment.
Yeah, I find it hard to ask.
Yeah.
If I'm asking, I am desperate.
Totally agree with you, if I'm at that point. But I was thinking about my earlier years in my growing up and performing more so. And it really made me think about how grateful I am for my family, in the sense that there's 7 of us, 5 kids, 2 parents, and I know for a fact that I had a lot of time and attention. I was at dance lessons, singing lessons, acting lessons, auditions, touring, I'm everywhere, right? But I can imagine how hard that would have been. And I know we have touched on it on another episode or two about family dynamics and things like that. But I look at that village of not just mum and dad and what they had to do, but then my sisters, being second, third, fourth mums to me and my brother to look after the household when we weren't there. For Dad, who, Inez mentioned her dad is not here today for a very different reason. But a lot of the time, dads, especially of that generation, aren't around. Do you know what I mean? And I can appreciate then as well, there's a sense of irony in that, where I look at yourself and I go, well, how different would that have been as well? I know that your dad wasn't around for other reasons. You lost him at 13. And I know that, he's still very much part of that village for you. But I just look at that and I go, gee, what a village that helps support and bolster the dreams of those that are going for it, right?
Yeah.
And so when we hear this story of Inez today, this was her, not her first dream, but then something that she thought we can do together. We can bring this back, me and Mum, and it's something so joyful. And then to find all that support that she didn't realise she had, that overwhelm. I just think that that's such a beautiful reflection. And then more so, I guess, as parents, which is the first thing you said before, when you're parents.
Yeah.
And I said it's hard. I feel like that village is disappearing.
I've always done it like it's partly my fault, but then, partly circumstance is, because my issues with Jaden and whatever, I was always too scared to leave him. And now that years have gone by, mind you, when Jaden was a baby, and I was absolutely desperate that I had no other choice, my older nieces would always step in and help. But now those nieces, they've got their own families.
But they've got their own kids now, right?
I'm not forthcoming to ask. So I would sooner say, no, I'm unavailable or I can't do that, rather than ask for help. But I think it's really timely, Vince, because this episode's obviously coming out on Monday just before the Sunday of our longest table event.
Can you believe?
And doesn't our village show up? And it's not necessarily like the blood relations that we speak of. Mind you, I have to say, massive call out. Last year, Christmas in July, one of my sisters, major sponsor. Thank you, Christmas LM Company. This year,
Cafe de Roma.
Cafe de Roma,
major sponsor.
obviously, big sister Lena stepping in and saying, I want to come and help. But it's the village of those that message and go, hey guys, you need a donation. Or we do put those annoying call outs out on social media where we know a lot of people go, oh, they're asking for stuff again. Let it be known, it's not for Vince.
It's not for Nance.
It's not for me.
We only ask once a year.
We ask once a year and we beg once a year because we want the best outcome for those that are suffering, those that are going through the cancer journey. Okay, so this is why we do it. And to those businesses that continually come on board, to the ones that snap up tickets to our event straight away, and then we're going, oh, are we going to sell out? Are we going to sell out? Because the rest is sometimes a hard slog.
Yeah.
It really is. So let it be known that those that donate, honestly, It doesn't go unnoticed.
No, it absolutely does not go unnoticed, and we really love and appreciate and thank all of you, our village out there, be that local,
Yeah.
interstate, even if you're a stranger, which again, sometimes the biggest villages are made up of strangers who are all just going for the same cause, and that's a beautiful thing that unites us, I think.
And up until about 2 weeks ago, Ines was a stranger to us,
Yeah.
but I don't feel like that. And I feel like we want to say to all of Adelaide, spread the word, help Little Pitico be an absolute success. Their
Yeah.
story is beautiful. They are absolutely good humans. They produce the most authentic, heart-produced burek that you will ever find. So come and support them, guys, because now they're part of our village.
Absolutely. Tell us about, what about you, Nance? What's a village story that you might have? Do you have a village story?
A village story, like who's...
Or just like a circumstance or an instance where people really just stepped up for you?
I don't know. I always found it very overwhelming. The couple of years I lived in Melbourne and I felt very, very, very isolated. And I would come home for a weekend if there was an occasion or whatever. And I would travel home on my own with Jaden because Huge couldn't come. And I was very overcome if, like, the nieces would just rock up to mum's house. I'd stay at mum's and they'd just rock up during the day. They'd be at uni and they'd just come past and spend time with us. And I think I had come from 2 years of no company.
Yeah.
And I was like overwhelmed that they were wanting to play with Jaden and wanting to like take him to the park. And I was like, and I was very confused. Like, does that mean I can go to the shop on my own for a minute? Like I was
Can I have 10 minutes by myself?
But it was
absolutely.
honestly like, and I was just like overcome when I would come back home and realise what I was missing living away.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's an interesting turn, isn't it? Especially as you mentioned, your nieces and nephews growing up, and then they have their families. But to see them also then want.
Yes.
And the joy that they have to see your kids, to see Jaden, and then that interaction,
Yeah.
I know for a fact it would make you melt,
Oh,
right?
my
Because that's how I feel when my older nephews and nieces, because my
Yeah.
boys are the babies of the
Yeah.
tree at the moment.
Yeah.
Like when my eldest nephew walks in the room, Dad who?
Yeah.
Like Rock's here, he's the hero. Rock and
Yeah.
Anthony, like we went and watched him play soccer last week and the boys were just elated.
Yeah.
Or then to have my niece who just rings up and says, hey, you guys home want to come watch movies with you on a Saturday night or a Sunday night
Yeah.
and play with the kids. I just love that because I
know.
think that, again, it shows this level of love, time, and I think that's what you touched on there where you said, like, just to come and spend time.
Yeah.
You don't have to come and bring something. You don't
Yeah.
have to come for a reason. People don't do that much anymore, like the odd pop in, or even just like when I lived by myself for the first time, my mates were just there.
Yeah.
They didn't have to come for an occasion. Like, my door is open. And even
Yeah.
now, like we say similarly at home, the door is open. You can just come and just hang out, just be on a Sunday, sit on the couch with us, watch movies, eat with us.
Bring it back to what it used to be because I
Yes.
remember that growing up. I remember, my beautiful cousin Vicky that lived around the corner from me grew up. She would go visit her at 11 p.m. at night.
Yes.
As
That's
a
what I mean.
child,
Yeah.
Mum would say, let's go to Vicky's for
That's
a
what I
coffee.
mean. Should we go to Compa Peters?
Yeah.
Let's go.
It was the best. And none of this ringing in advance. You would
Nah.
rock up and the door was open, whereas now when the doorbell goes off, I'm like, who is it?
It's
the
funny
house
because
isn't clean.
Sebastian,
Who cares?
Sebastian Maniscalco, a wonderful Italian-American comedian,
Hmm.
he does this great skit in one of his older routines about exactly that, about how the pop-in, how like before you'd get a knock on the door on a Friday night, people open the door and be like, oh my God, look
Yes.
who's here. Oh my God, come
Yeah.
in please. And the kids would run out and you'd be like, oh my, look who's here. The
I
dog, come
know.
in, come in. Now you get a ding dong or a knock at the door and everyone's like, shh,
Yes. I know.
shut up, don't even talk. Don't even turn the lights on. Don't
Have you
even
seen
move."
me? Have you seen me do
No,
that?
it's like, and look, it's just such a funny turn, isn't it? Where
It
somehow
is.
we've lost this.
Now we need
ability.
an appointment.
Yeah, but not only that, but then
It's
it becomes harder
rubbish.
to even just connect.
Yeah.
And sometimes you feel like your closest friends, your family, they don't even know what's going on in your life sometimes because when you do catch up
Yep.
at an event or
Yep.
when there is a specific reason, you're there for that. You're not there to have the deeper meaningfuls. You're not there to say, how are you really?
Yeah.
What's been going on with you? Do you know what I mean? So I think more of that routine, more of that openness definitely would nurture that back.
Yeah.
Surely. But I'm with you. I think bring it back. I love a pop in.
Bring it back, because now we're given the choice. If someone's going to ring and plan, then we've got the choice to say yes or no. Whereas if someone's knocking at the door, you
Yeah.
roll with it.
100%.
You roll with it.
And just be happy that people are there for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love
People
it.
want to spend time.
Hey,
Anyway,
look, there are so many people here that have just come through the door. We are making them hold up this noise in here because we're
yes.
recording. So we are going to wrap up this amazing
yeah, so they
episode.
can play their beautiful music.
They
it
can
was
put their
gorgeous.
music back on. There are people literally chock-a-block from the door to that counter
I
there.
know.
Let's go over there. I want to jump in the line too, guys.
Me
Thank you
first.
Well, get out
By
of the way.
Okay.
Little Peter Co., 34 Wyatt Street, Adelaide. A massive thank you and congratulations to Inez, Aki, the whole team here, guys. Get behind them and support them. Little Peter Co. on Instagram or littlepeterco.com.
It takes a village, and they're our village.
See you soon. All right, now the big question here, Nancy, is...
Which one?
Which one? That's exactly what I was going to say. All right, there we go. Fold number 1. Fold number 2.
Wow, and it doesn't rip.